4 free agents in the Browns' range after the cap surge. This from Dog Pound Daily. They go 4, Calvin Ridley, wide receiver. 3, Tyron Smith, left tackle for the Dallas Cowboys. 2, Jordan Brooks, linebacker from Seattle. And 1, Austin Eckler, running back for the Los Angeles Chargers. Scott, this kind of goes to something we were referring to. I don't think the increase, and I'm sure Andrew Berry will be asked about this when he talks at the Combine, where we'll be. I don't think it's going to really affect the way they approach free agency. That's not the way the front office rolls, and I would be surprised. They're not going to sign an offensive tackle. They already are trying to figure out how to get 3 of them into 2. I don't think any. I think they're going to sign free agents. I think an edge rusher is more likely to be a big name than a wide receiver.
I agree with that. I do. And if you talk, from a salary perspective, I think Ridley's going to be too much. The projections out there, 20 plus, and I don't think they pay that. Now, could they pay, Gabriel Davis 13 or 14 and then bring back Zadarius Smith for 13 and Davis winds up being a little bit more? I could see that combination. But I would probably bet that the edge rusher will make more than the receiver that they sign, assuming they, and I do assume they will sign a receiver. But I think you're right about that $30 million influx. That helps, right? It's a bonus. The Browns always were confident that they'd be able to finagle the cap and it wouldn't really restrict them from signing whoever they need to sign or trading for whoever they want to trade for. But this has to provide some wiggle room there. But it does for the whole league, right? So you're competing with teams that have the same $30 million extra. So, I don't know if that's, I don't think that's any bigger advantage to the Browns. It feels like Ridley's too expensive. I don't think they sign an offensive tackle. I don't think linebackers are a priority for them. I'd expect Taki or Anthony Walker Jr. to be brought back, one of those two guys. Eckler, I think, is interesting. I don't know how they're going to approach running back, given the uncertainty with Nick Chubb. I think they need to add a piece in that room. But I don't know if that'll be a veteran or you draft a guy. And if it's a veteran, do you go on, Eckler's a pretty big name guy, right? He's not going to want to take a back seat if and when Chubb comes back. So I'm curious about that position, but I wouldn't expect any of those 4 guys.